Hello, everyone. Just want to tell you a little bit about our walk to End Alzheimer's. Last weekend, it was my 28th year walking in memory of my mother, and and okay, I thought my cat Tiger was going to get in front of us there, but he made it down to the floor. Okay, and I read the book Little Girl Again, which is about my mother, and I also read the ending. I didn't have, oh, there's Tiger. You can see him back there. Tiger, you're live on YouTube. And I also read the end of Flowers for Mama. I didn't have time to read a lot. I only had like 3 to 5 minutes. So I had to cut it short. But uh, I wasn't as nervous as I thought I'd be, except leave it to me. I knocked the microphone off. Well, it fell. I guess I left it. I didn't secure it when I left the podium, and it fell. Boom! It fell off. And the person emceeing the event said, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." But when I got back down and sat down, and I noticed he picked it up and tried to talk to it from it, and it wouldn't work. So I said, "Yeah, leave it to me." Um, And so, but he finally got somebody else to do something to it, and it worked again. And then I felt in my right pocket where I keep my phone, and it wasn't there. So I had left my phone up there. So I guess I did get nervous. But so I'm glad that's done, and it was an awesome walk. It was November the 1st, and then it wasn't too hot like it's been in the past when it's been in October. It was. I was afraid it would be too cold, but it wasn't. It was absolutely perfect, absolutely perfect. And so somebody's spraying outside. So okay, and then it got me distracted here. And it was absolutely perfect, and it was so great that our Team Awesome, had its own um, had its own tent and a table set up, even with a purple tablecloth. I had taken purple tablecloths, but I didn't need them. It was already there, and we gave away free purple stuff, and I gave away paperbacks of the books too. I'm not giving away the hardbacks. They cost a bit much, and I'm asking for a $10 donation for the hardbacks, which is really what I pay for them at the author price, which is like half of what they sell for on Amazon and elsewhere. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go over the books that I've done so far. 8 books in 4 months. Little Girl Again was the first in July. Aunt Della's Teacakes, which I'm going to read to you in a few minutes. Okay, Little Girl Again was from a poem I wrote after being my mother's caregiver when she had Alzheimer's. Aunt Della's Teacakes. Aunt Della lived next in the other side of the house. She was my daddy's sister. So I'm going to read this today in a few minutes. And the third book was Mama's Quilts. And I read that one to you a while back. The fourth book is Daddy Farmer. Next week, maybe I'll read Daddy Farmer. The fifth book was Mama's Biscuits. It's like every other book so far I'm doing about my mother and connecting Alzheimer's and the walk in there. And then there was number 5. Book number 6 was Picking Huckleberries on Ross Mountain, which is something we used to do back home when I was a little kid. We picked them sometimes on Ross Mountain and sometimes just in the woods around on our property. I grew up on a farm in Cleveland County, Alabama, which is not far from the highest mountain in Alabama, which is Mount Cheehaw. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th book was Flowers for Mama, and that's the one that I read it to you, I think, last week, and that's the one that I read just a little bit of at the end of my talk in the opening ceremony at the End Alzheimer's this year, and I think I read it to you last week, and I really like the way it turned out, even the back cover. Um, it, some have said that my prettiest book is Aunt Della's Teacakes, and well, Flowers for Mama comes in pretty close to being the prettiest too. And then the 8th book, I don't have I just have a proof here. Somehow I think I have, because I've given 1 or 2 away. Somehow I got a one that's not approved before the publication date. It must have been a pre-order. I don't know what it was. Anyway, this is a proof of it, but it's the library upstairs, and it tells how we really did have well, my parents called it a library. It was just this old antique bookshelf upstairs in the attic, which my daddy had made into an upstairs with 2 bedrooms and the room in between where the library was. And that influenced on me and my eventually becoming a librarian. So eventually I will read that book. But what I was saying was just how awesome the walk was this year. The only bad thing is I couldn't get my team together for a team picture. It's like in 2 different pieces, and I'm not even sure all of my team that I even got a picture of mine all. So I got to do a better job with organizing that next year. It was just hard to do with uh, with being up there to talk to. Anyway, I'm going to, next week. Yeah, I'll tell you about next week. I've got an event next Saturday. This will be my first real authors event like this. It's going to be one of about 20 authors all across Alabama in the North Alabama Authors Convention at Scottsboro Public Library. So I am both nervous and excited about that, but at least I don't think I'll have to talk any, just sign books, sit at a table and sign books. And I must remember to take the purple tablecloth because they said bring a tablecloth. Yes, yes, that was my tiger climbing up here. I thought he was going to climb up in my lap. So you can see him. After I finish all this long list of books, most of them about back home and family. Then somebody asked me the other day on Facebook, when was I going to start writing about the cats? So then the cats will be next. And Tiger will be one of the first 2 or 3 books. Mr. Tiger. Yes, because he is my exercise therapy kitty, aren't you? Okay. One of these days, yeah, there he is. There he is. My exercise therapy kitty. I have had both knees replaced, and I still keep on, even though it's a couple of years later, I still keep on doing my knee exercises because here I am, 70 years old, just turned 70, and I'm going to keep on going. So Mr. Tiger is going to help me do that, aren't you, Tiger? Aren't you, Tiger Love? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I have 4 cats, Tiger and Elsa and Coco and Misty. And eventually I'll be writing about them too. Okay, that's all for now. I'm going to read Aunt Della's Teacakes in just a few minutes. Thank you for listening.